Just give me one sec, guys. Try to do a few videos today. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Sorry for the wait, fellas. I'm just gonna go over this depth chart setup that I use. Just give me one sec. Alright, make a promise to keep my videos short. Last time I was a little too long. Alright, so basic Raiders depth chart roster that I use for online play. I start off with Derek Carr as my starting quarterback, A.J. McCarron as my second string, and I use Johnny Townsend as third string in case I need to, should that a situation ever arise. Let's go over my halfbacks. I'm still kind of tinkering with it, but you know, if I change it, I will keep y'all posted. I use DeAndre Washington as my starter and Marshawn Lynch as my spell. Third and fourth really doesn't matter because I got a special place for that. Fullback, I use Jalen Richard and Doug Martin. I might change that, but right now that seems to be working for me because I pass to my fullback a lot. Wide receiver, I start Martavis Bryant. The reason why, I need that speed receiver coming off the left. I got Seth as my second string. He can run block. I got Jordy as my third. LaFell, Harris, and Aitman. My tight ends, I use Cook as my starter, Carrier as my blocking, and Darren Waller as that other receiver because in my playbook I've got a couple of 3 tight end sets and I need receiving tight ends. Occasionally I might use Lee Smith. My left tackle, Donald Penn. Second string really doesn't matter because you don't really go through second string as much. Left guard, I use KO, Okalichi Asimile. My center, Rodney Hudson, followed by Denzel Good. My right guard, I use Gabe Jackson. And Denver Kirkland, I might change that up. Give me one sec. It'll be alright. My right tackle, I use Colton Miller. And then I use Brandon Parker in case I need to bring in an extra lineman. Brandon Parker is suitable. My left end, I use Arden Key. And if I need to, spell my line, I got Frosty Rucker to back him up. My right end, I start Clinton McDonald. And I use Coney Ely to back him up. Defensive tackles, I use Maurice Hurst, P.J. Hall, and Eddie Vanderdoes. When you run a 4-3 defense, you need agile linemen, that can move. I know I have Jonathan Hankins and Justin Ellis. Those are more of my run-stopping defensive tackles. So, like, if I come out in a 4-4, I'm going to start Hankins and Ellis in the middle. I can just manually sub them in. But these three are my starters for my defensive tackle position. My left outside linebacker. Now, I'm going to go through all the linebackers together so that y'all have a complete analysis understanding of what I'm talking about. See, on my left side, I start Nick Morrow and Tahir Whitehead. On my right, I start Whitehead and sub with Nick Morrow. The reason why is because I want to be able to utilize starters on special teams. Okay, with me doing that, that also allows me to utilize this third depth chart position. And I'll go more into depth here in a second. But on my right side, I got Kyle Wilbur. And my left side, I got Jason Kabenda. Middle linebacker, I start Marquel Lee. And I follow by Jason Kabenda. Wilbur, he's just a special teams guy. Cornerbacks. Really, it's mainly your first three that you're going to worry about. Sometimes I might sub, if I feel like I need to make an adjustment, and I'll tell you who I'll sub or whatever. But mainly you want Conley and Melvin on the outsides at all times, unless I may make a video suggesting you to change in a situation otherwise. Use Dexter McDonald on third. That way he's on special teams. He can get down there pretty fast. I may change him. I may not. I don't know. Because really I want pursuit from my third guy. Let's see. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll probably put Mender there. But it's not much of a difference, to be honest. But I keep him in there because he's got better coverage skills. But that's how it's going to be. Anyway, on to the next. Same thing with that I did with my linebackers, I kind of do with my safeties, okay? And what happens is I come out at nickel and dime, I'm able to utilize, cornerbacks in the safety position that's got better coverage skills that can cover those slots where, normally your slot cornerbacks aren't going to be able to keep up. But I start Gilchrist, same thing. Got Carl Joseph backing up. That way he's on special teams. Strong safety, I start Carl Joseph followed by Gilchrist, so he's on special teams. So technically, this is your backup, Nick Nelson. And Benet Benwickery is your backup free safety. My kicker, Daniel Carlson. It's really a toss-up because I don't know why they keep, even though they're not on the team anymore or whatever, they keep the kickers and shit. So I got like 3 kickers for no reason. I just use him because he's got the best kick power. And I could use a punter, but punters kick a whole lot differently. But he doesn't really have any stamina. But kickers don't need stamina if all they're doing is kicking field goals. Doesn't matter. Punter, Johnny Townsend. Kick return, I use DeAndre Washington and Jalen Richard. Punt return, I use Dwayne Harris and Jalen Richard. Kickoff starter, it really varies depending on who I'm playing. Because I guess there's like a little glitch. I don't know. But punters tend to kick it a whole lot deeper. Like if you sky kick it, like they'll kick it in the back of the end zone unreturnable. So I guess if you're having problems with people returning kicks, just use your punter. But I like to kick it to my opponents because I have starters basically on special teams. So I'll intentionally kick it short just so I can get a chance at getting the ball back. Long snapper, I use Denzel Good, followed by John Feliciano. followed by TJ Clemmings. Third down running back, Jalen Richard and DeAndre Washington. My power running back is subject to change, but right now I'm doing fine with Chris Warren, Doug Martin, and Marshawn Lynch. Slot receiver, I use Seth Roberts in the slot, followed by Jordy Nelson, followed by Brandon LaFell. A rush left end. Now here's where I get creative. This is the secret behind some of my blitzes. So make sure you pay close attention, okay? I use these my backup defensive ends like Shalik, Calhoun, fast guys on the outside, my fastest guys. I'm kind of I got him, and then I use a linebacker on the other side. Now I'm probably gonna switch him. More than likely, I'm probably gonna switch him. But for right now, I'm using him. I'm probably gonna end up putting Tahir Whitehead over there, but it doesn't matter right now. He's doing fine. Now, here's what I was talking about for the defensive tackles from the rushing position. You want your starter, he's going to be, when you're looking at the defense, he's going to be on the left side. Okay? So, your starter, he's going to be Coney Ely. The reason why is sometimes I like to bluff blitz with him. Okay? He can drop in the zone. He's got decent agility, where he can do that. And he's got decent moves, and he can hit, he can tackle. He's got good power moves, decent. And he's pretty good size, 6'4", 275. And then I use Arden Key, and PJ Hall. The sub linebackers, I use Carl Joseph, Reggie Nelson, Eric Harris. Slot cornerbacks, I use Marcus Gilchrist, Daryl Worley, and Ben Wickery. And that is my depth chart, guys. Thanks for watching.